That's pretty fresh. Didn't see that on my way by. Where is it? Right there. I just went by here. And there's the piece at the bottom. Too busy talking. Happened sometime not too long ago. Alright, so I'm in the woods, so it's still raining out. But there's some protection. Oh, that's kind of cool. There's there. Where am I looking at? Right there. Right there. I can see it from here, but it's so well in the viewfinder. Yeah, so I just came back to the coverage of pine trees and stuff, so we shall video. See what happens. Camera's dry again. I had it underneath my shirt, my coat, sweatshirt, sweater. Speak clearly. I had it underneath my sweater to protect it. This is all around us. Excuse me. Looking quietly, trying to. If you see anything in here that I don't see, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Do a panoramic. I'm sure they're right here someplace. Hiding behind a tree. Or they could be cloaked. They could be standing right next to me and I wouldn't even know it. Because I don't get heebie-jeebies like some people, whose name I won't mention. Because when he goes out in the woods, carries a gun and a knife. Calls himself a researcher. He's more like a scaredy cat, scaredy boy. I have to go out with my gun. My knife. I have to take my sons out with me because they get bigger guns. Oh yeah, you're a researcher. Afraid of the woods. Anyway, that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. In fact, that same person, who I am now referring to, whose name I don't mention, I even said to him, hey, I'll beat you in the forest. You pick it. And I will use channeling rods to connect with any Sasquatch out there. Find out his name, or her name. They're usually his. It's usually the dominant male species, or dominant male species, what am I saying? Dominant male Sasquatch, or like a lieutenant, captain. You know, they have a hierarchy, how it's pronounced. And they, you know, are like us humans. As I mentioned in my previous video, actually I didn't mention in my previous video, I will mention it now. If you want to know more about Sasquatch, if you want to know the truth about Sasquatch, I suggest you go to sasquatchmessage.com and you can then click on the headings, which are Smith's books, videos, shop, events, all kinds of stuff. And for those who do not like to do a lot of reading, you can watch some videos. Go to videos. There are lots of videos. Still raining out. I'll hang out here for a while. It's pretty open over there. Go to videos. Click on videos. There are interviews with Sunbow True Brother, as well as Kelly Rainbow Butterfly, and they have had telepathic communications with Sasquatch. Kelly's last name is actually Laprasitis. Her husband is Kiwani Laprasitis. He's been researching Sasquatch for, I think, like 60 years. He's had a lot of interactions with him, in person, telepathically. He's written one good book, actually a couple of good books, which I actually have. I actually bought the books on Amazon. Anyway, if you click on videos and scroll all the way to the bottom, there are 3 videos you can watch. Watch them in concession, 1, 2, 3. And there are people who have actually had interaction with them. Great videos. In fact, Sue, I believe her last name is Walker. She lives in Washington, not the city, but the state. And they've actually come to her house because she was actually a sketch artist. She's an artist. And she sketched one of them. And then they all wanted to be sketched. So they came to her place, her studio. And I believe it's on the 3rd video. Probably halfway through the video, that she shows pictures of the Sasquatch that she has actually been in their presence, her presence, and she's sketched them, which takes, 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, however long it takes to sketch them. And they're really good sketch. She's a really good sketch artist. Really good detail. If you want to really see what they look like, not what people think they look like. Excuse me, I'll clear my throat. And watch the videos. Get a lot of really good information by people who have actually had interaction with them. Not people who are walking in the woods getting the crap scared out of them because they're afraid. I've never had any bad reaction with any of them. The first video I did, my wife and I went to the location, and we talked to them. We said who we were, why we were there, what we were doing, asked, permission to come to their forest, which is their home. And I have 14 timestamps of them blowing into the front of the camera, which now, when I was walking, I never heard. Only when I reviewed the videos when I got home, I was like, whoa, what the heck was that? I had to replay it a couple times, crank the volume up. I was like, wow. They were standing right next to me, blowing into the camera, at least 14 times, maybe more. Because sometimes it was a plane going overhead, or it was, crunching leaves, but 14 clear timestamps. I do have a video on there, which is the first video I ever made in 2020, which you should, you can watch if you want to. And you will hear 8 clear timestamps, so you can see them actually. Okay, I think it stopped raining. Of them interacting with the camera. And again, like I said, I did not hear them until I reviewed the video. I don't edit my videos. What you see is how it was recorded. I don't have time to edit it. I'm not an editor. I like just videotaping stuff. walking in the woods, see what's out here. And there's a few other places that I went to that I had interaction with them. Not a lot, but a few. I won't mention the names of the locations. The first one is, I believe, on there. But it was actually in the backyard of this person who was was referring to, who carries a gun and a knife. And acts like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go out here and, you know, find me some Sasquatch. And then he hears a break in the background, or a tree snap. What was that? Oh my gosh. He gets the heebie-jeebies. Oh my gosh, they're following me. He freaks out. He's like, oh my gosh. And everybody's like, oh yeah, dude. Yeah, they're right there, man. Yeah, better watch it, man. They're gonna get you. They're gonna get you. They're gonna get you good. Yeah, they're gonna get you good. Get you good. Get you good. I'm not afraid. I'm connected. Oh, that's kind of cool right there. When I walked by earlier, stick just laying right there. Interesting. Where it came from up there, or was placed. I don't know which. Oh, there's another one. Upside down. There. On that branch. Just happens to be on that branch. Excuse me, clear my throat. And there's the bottom of it right there. Very interesting. Now I know they're watching me, and they like to see me or other people, if you're so inclined to check out what they do in the woods. It's part of their creativity. They're like, okay, yeah, I did that, yeah, and now somebody saw it. Very nice. He's a very observant person. Yeah. Now, not to say that other people aren't observant. They are. And they're also scared. S-H-I-T. This. Scared crappie. Looks like a walkway right through here. Right through there. There goes to somebody's house. There's a house right over here. But I'm not going to show it to you. I don't show people's faces when I'm on trails, and I don't show houses. If I can get away with it. Fortunately, I can. So, as I was saying, people who come out in the woods don't ask for permission. It's like, hey, how would you like somebody just walk into your house? Open the door, walk in, sit down on the sofa. You know, hey, what's on TV, man? What do you get to eat? It's like, who the hell are you? Oh, yeah. I saw your door was open. Thought I'd just come in, sit down, and make myself at home. Well, that's basically what happens when people go out in the woods. They don't ask Sasquatch for permission. I always ask for permission. You know, with my channeling rods, now I can connect on them right now. Get connected with them really easily. Say, hey, so-and-so, I'm coming out to see you. And they're like, okay, come on out. I asked for permission first. Do I have permission to come into your woods? And of course they're going to say yes, because they like seeing people out here. I do not have a gun. I do not have a knife. Now, I do have bear spray. Excuse me, and an air horn. Just on the remote chances that I meet up with a bear. And it does not want to back away. It decides it wants to come forward and mess with me. I will spray it and then get the hell out of there. I do not have any guns. Uh-oh, it's starting to rain again. Oh no, let me get in this tree right here. Okay. See if I can get in this tree for a while. Point you that way. We'll talk, socialize, get you underneath my hat. And so, because some of the places I'm going to go to I have never been to, and we were at one location where we were walking on a trail and there was a bear poop on the trail. And my wife's like, "What is that?" I said, "It looks like bear poop." She said, "Really?" I says, "Yeah." I says, "Don't get too far in front of me." And this is last year before we had any protection of any type. Did not feel the need for it, but why take a chance, you know? So this year I'll be carrying bear spray, and just to be safe, you never know. I mean, I'd rather spend, $50, $50 or $60 on a can of bear spray called Counter Assault. Expensive stuff. But it's supposed to be really super good, as opposed to like some $20 bottle that, from what I hear from the reviews, is not very good. You could spray it on a cat and it was like, "Hey, what is this?" So I'd rather have some extra protection than not need it than not have protection and need it, because you never know when you're walking in the woods. You might need to meet a bear on the side of the trail, even though we have bear bells. Excuse me. Why take any chances with my life or my wife's life? So, I'd rather spend $100 on good bear spray than be attacked by one, and then what? Or my wife be attacked by one, then what? So, now it's raining hard. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera off and I'll talk to you later. Bye.